In this video, I'm going to show you about privilege escalations. Like if we got access into a system, then the next thing that we are doing is privilege escalation to become the root user, right? So in this demonstration, I'm using the machine Sunset. Okay, so there are various commands that you can use for privilege escalation. The first command is sudo -l to lift the privileges. As you can see, in this particular mission, as you can see, to become the root, there is user bin ed. For this particular mission, there is ed, right? At the end, when you list the privileges using sudo -l command, at the end you can see ed, right? So if your mission shows like something like this, then you can open a browser and search for the GTFO bins website, like GTFO bin, and you can search for this ed and enter this ed sudo command to become root user. Okay, but if your mission doesn't working sudo -l to list the privileges, or it is not showing like this, then there are other methods. Like we do have a command like find / for searching from the root directory, and -perm -u equal to s for searching for SUID permissions, and 2 greater /dev /null for getting everything error free. So this is the command that you need to remember, like finding from the root, and the permission is -u equal to s, which is for the finding SUID permissions, like, and 2 greater /device /null is for making it error free. Okay, so you do get a lot of things like this, right? So if something like su is something is available in GTFO bins, then we can use that exploit and work it, right? So the purpose of giving this command is to find files with the SUID permissions. Like there is no suspicious content. If you find anything suspicious, or if you think that is suspicious, then you can copy the end of that particular thing into GTFO bins for finding any ports. There is no binary matches. So here there is no suspicious. So the first command is to list the privileges, and if it was not in your mission, then you can use this command to list the SUID bit permissions. So for the detailed explanation of this command, you can view ChatGPT or anything. So this is what the detailed explanation of this particular command. Like it is for set user ID, like SUID permission. So you can just view this if you have any doubts. Okay. So the next command is uname -a for privilege escalation. The uname -a is basically the version. It will give you the version of the particular mission that you're using. Like here I'm using Linux mission, which is the version, as you can see, it's 4.19.05. So then you can search for Linux and the version and search for exploits in your web browser. So if you find any exploits from any of the websites, then you can try those things in your target mission, right? So this is a method of privilege escalation, finding vulnerability in the Linux version. And there is another method called sudo -V to find the sudo version. As you can see, this is the sudo version that we get. So you can also search for the exploits on that particular sudo mission. Here this is the sudo mission, and you can search for exploits. If you get an exploit like this looks like an exact exploit, right? Then you can use this. Like as you can see, it is asking for sudo -l to list the privileges, and yeah, for that we also know when you list the privileges, we got ed, right? So to become root in this particular mission, you need to execute the codes from ed codes from GTFO bins, right? So if your mission doesn't support it, then you can use the command to find sudo -V for finding the version of sudo and searching for the exploits of sudo and execute those exploits in your target mission. And remember, not all executes will work, but some executes will work, and some of the things that you will execute will not be work. Okay, so there is another way, like you can execute automated tools like linpeace, linenum.sh. So for privilege escalation, there is a tool called linpeace. Like it will be available in the GitHub platform. So you can open this GitHub platform, and to download that, there is a command like this, right? So you can copy the first line and paste it in your target mission in the temporary directory. is the directory where you can execute content. So that is why we are copying everything in the temporary directory. So we are able to do that, right? So this is what we copied. So the next command is for making this file as executable permission. Like we use chmod plus x for making the permission of that particular Linux lin piece to executable permission. The next is we need to execute the command / on the file name to execute that particular command. So basically what is lin piece is, it's just a script. It's just an automated script. Like you can see the descriptions from here, you can read it. Okay, so there are another tool like linpiece, which is linenum.sh. In some machines, if linpiece doesn't work, then you can use this linenum script from GitHub. So there is a linenum script available in the GitHub platform, as you can see linenum.sh here. Then you can download this if you want, or you can copy this, and if you want to execute in your target mission, then you can execute in your target mission. There will be comments like nano. If nano is supports, then you can just copy and paste the content here, and you can just save it and save the name as linenum.sh for Linux executable. As you can see, linenum.sh, we just copy it and paste it in the nano terminal. Then you can give chmod plus x for executable permission for linenum.sh, and just you can execute it. So based on your mission, it will execute. So based on your mission's ability, it will execute. When you execute the lin piece, it is taking a lot of time, and after some time we can't, it doesn't execute it, right? So sometimes some tools will take a lot of time to execute in depending upon the mission that you are using. Okay, so here when you use linenum.sh, it executes fastly, right? So there are scripts like linenum.sh and linpiece. You can use both the scripts. Like you can use linpiece first, and if it is not working properly, then you can use linenum.sh. So you have to remember both of the scripts. So when execute this particular script in your target mission, you can see a lot of information about the target, and you can find if there is any vulnerability here. So as you can see, the system version here, kernel version, and the host name, and lot more things are available when you execute this particular command. And the users, you can see the etc past wd contents and the usernames. As you can see, super user account, and lot more details. Like this is what we list the privileges. As you can see, when you can search, and you can use this ed is the possible sudo finage. So you can use this and to get the root. Okay, so yeah, this is about executing this particular command. Will give you a lot of information. You have to look every information, and if you find anything suspicious, then you can execute it and make the target system into root. Okay, so then you can, here in this particular mission, I'm just using the ed as mentioned in the beginning of the video. So I'm just executing this command to become root, like sudo ed, just copying this, and I'm just pasting the second command to become root. As you can see, when I enter who am I, as you can see, I'm root. So these are the methods of privilege escalation. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. So I will explain everything in this notepad at the end of this video. Okay, so this sudo -l is the first command to list the privileges, and you can also enter the find commands like find /-perm and -u equal to s for SUID permissions, and /device/null for error-free contents. Like you can also enter uname -a for Linux version checking, and you can also enter sudo -B for finding the sudo version, and you can use scripts, automated scripts like linpiece, which will be available in the GitHub, and linenum.sh, linenum. Okay, there is also another tool called winpiece, which is for the Windows privilege escalation. As you can see, this is winpiece, so which is also available in the GitHub platform. You can see there is a URL, it's winpeaks .exe format, and you do get some readme So how to use it and a lot of information. You also get a video. You can check this video if you want. And yeah, this is a YouTube video. So you can see a lot of information about this particular tool called WinPiece. So if you are if your target is a Windows machine, then you can use this WinPiece tool. If your target is Linux machine, then you can use linenum.sh, linpiece. Yeah. So you have to remember there is a tool called WinPiece which is for Windows privilege escalation. So that's all about the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.